Oh, boy, we got things to do. What was that?
Yeah. It's getting fancy around here.
Well, I'm telling you. Y'all can't see it, but we got a lot better system right here to see comments and stuff. So comment, tell us where you're from, where you're watching. And one of the cool things, 500 stars and Billy a chug of beer. Let's get it rolling.
Yeah, I got the old Lone Star Reds today. It's a bit of an issue. There's some sort of shortage on the lights. I'm blaming our buddy Colton on that.
Yeah,
because he drinks a lot of them. But the Reds is what I'm having to drink today. So hopefully it's not too much of a problem.
Okay. Well, we didn't lock in. If it gets too much, we're going to up the price on it. So.
We do have. I will where am I at here? Wipe
That's
that
it.
off.
We can edit the banner down here.
Yeah.
And all that.
If you're not familiar with the stars, it's a penny a star. So
yeah, it's $5. Good chug. And he needs to buy tires though.
Yeah.
So
and then we got to split that $5 and then take out the beer costs.
No, we don't have to split it because it's just for him to have tires.
Yeah,
he needs tires.
I need tires. I need fuel.
Probably not so much for the big chill because that car probably comes with tires being who you're driving for.
Yeah, I got Chris has got me pretty hooked up on tires. If you've seen him on last week's episode.
Yeah.
So I'm good on tires. Need fuel, luck, a few other things. Let's see what the hell Brad today? Bradley over here. Sucker.
How come it didn't?
Oh, he's watching.
He's just. Oh, okay. So it just shows that he come on at 7.
I guess I don't know.
All right, we're a little unfamiliar with our new stuff here, but
we're winging it. I don't know if y'all caught on to that, but we do a lot of winging it around here.
Drink a beer, he says. All right, man, I'm going to tell you, those comments are so big and easy for us to see. Yeah, that is really, really nice.
So, just figured out to do the stars.
Oh,
thanks, man. I hope you're broke. I hope that was your limit.
We just show that for a little bit.
Yeah, great.
So here we are.
These are harder to chug. It's like drinking Budweiser.
Are they real cold too?
Yeah, they're real cold.
They're harder to drink. They're harder to chug when they're real cold. I do know
Plus, I've been on hiatus. What's up, Miranda?
Hey, Miranda.
Yeah, so if you're watching, let us know where you're from, what you're doing, what your mom's up to.
What you want to hear from us?
What you want to hear from us, if you can hear us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how's it sounding out there?
Yeah, we're
now my voice is a little messed up anyway, so don't judge on me. Judge on Billy. And how that burp sounded. Critique that burp right there.
Is that a burp on a 1 to 10?
Yeah. How it sounded. So here we are. We're basically 2 weeks away from the big chill.
Yeah, if we can ever get a payout on that deal,
that would really be nice.
I'd like to know what it pays other than to win, because I really probably won't win. So, Matt's cooking burgers. Well,
send some burgers this way. Fax us a burger.
Can you Bluetooth me a burger? We've been eating pizza.
Yeah,
some Domino's rolled up earlier.
Yeah. I got a sandwich and just ate the meat off the sandwich.
Carnivore diet.
That was good. I'm down for that.
Just buy a pack of lunch meat and just eat that.
So we have things in the studio. I tried to adapt the lights over a little bit. Maybe they don't look like they got quite as much glow.
I mean it's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, we'll see how it looks in the.
I mean, you got a 42-cent camera,
right? Yeah.
So I mean, we're doing pretty good.
I am going to buy a better camera for Stacy to video races with, and I think it will work better for this also.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't have to do it with her phone.
The 360 cameras, they'll go live and stuff, but we just haven't got it down where it's
right.
good quality. So,
yeah.
It likes to lag a lot.
Likes to
From my
lag.
experience.
This one shuts off every once in a while, but it just shuts itself
Yeah.
down. So we're a little afraid of that.
Yeah.
All this does is give us a second video. So, yeah, you're pretty close.
Yeah. Send us 500 stars and we'll get a new camera.
Yeah, it's a GoPro knockoff, but I've had a few of them and I like it.
It says it's a Go Amateur.
Yeah, it's totally very Go Amateur, very Go Amateur.
Well, fuck, I have a GoPro and it don't even work no more.
Right.
So
I had 3 of these until I left the windows in the van and I had it in a plastic carrying case that filled up with water because it rained, and so I drowned them.
well, yeah. When you texted me the other day and said that, yeah, this is the only one I got left after drowning my other ones. I was like, in the van. I was like, how do you drown something in the van? I'm thinking, did he drive his van into the lake at some point?
It could be, I could have been back in the barrel boat down and slipped or something and end up in the lake.
It's
So
possible. Or just trying to hit the gas ever so slightly.
Right.
He got a trampoline spring on the throttle that day, I think.
It's whatever came on it.
Yeah, I just drove it around that one time and then helped back the boat in that one time. I was like, fuck, my calf is worn out. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on with getting ready for racing. We're gonna try to get ready for race season just in general.
Yeah.
I still haven't unloaded my factory stock since we raced in December. I mean, there's still air in like 2 of the tires. I did had to rob the battery off of it to put it back on my Tahoe so I could go to town and stuff. I haven't pumped the gas out of it yet, so I probably will at some point put it in the Tahoe.
Yeah.
Got your car sitting out here. I know you was trying to work on it today, but just ended up cleaning up a bunch.
Yeah, the factory stock, I was gonna back it in and do the front loops on it. I needed to make a little bit of room, and once I got started kind of cleaning and doing all that, and I'm not a clean freak by any means, but
the last time you cleaned it was you was trying out the 360 camera.
yeah.
So I was like,
So-
come over to my shop and make another video.
Yeah, anyway, so I kind of got it clean and organized. Tomorrow, Chris with Precision Car Care is supposed to come by. We're supposed to figure out why 723 don't run right now, why it won't start, and he'll plug it into his stuff. We'll get it done a lot faster that way than me checking wires one by one.
Or just replacing things one by one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
Chris said he's going to get each of us a tire.
get each a tire, chug a beer.
Bring the tire, and then I will. Fucking guy.
That's not a bad deal, chug a beer for a tire.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess it's not.
So that
Another-
I was about to have Stacy message us on YouTube, but I see he did. So that's cool that all our comments are coming up in one.
Yeah, that works out. And they're big. We can read them. I usually have to have glasses to see far away. You need them to see up close.
Yeah,
This is right in the middle of all
I'm
that, so
happy.
it worked out.
happy medium for us. So Jordan is on.
Jordan's on. Brad, are there any tire rules for the enduros?
They have to be on. If you run a 10-inch wheel, it has to be a 10-inch slick.
Yeah.
If you run an 8-inch wheel, it can be pretty much anything.
Anything. I think there's like a height rule on it, like
Yeah.
30 something inches.
Yeah, it can't be like a mud bog tire. It's got to be 32 inches,
Yeah.
no taller than 32
Yeah.
diameter.
Which is still pretty damn tall.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not really much you can dope the hell out of.
If you get them too wide, you got to run an 8-inch wheel. So you start running some 1 and 0 offsets and get stuff out there where it'll get bent, but
Yeah.
trying to keep them from rubbing.
So
Dave, would you go give me a couple cough drops?
Dad says he can't hear us. Just kidding. Drink
We're
you another one, Paul.
glad you're on. Hey, well, I know you're watching. We got this cool thing here, and we can when I find it,
Oh, there it is.
we do, our advertisements for people,
Yeah.
the All-Tex Dirt Services. We got that right there.
That's badass.
And
I mean,
What do you think of that, Billy? Two
that's old Billy.
old Billy.
Yeah, I used to be called Little Billy, but now I just prefer.
Now
to call
you're
him,
just Billy,
I just prefer to call him Old Billy.
and he's old Billy.
Brad says he's an old cart guy. Seasoned tire with a little juice inside would be pretty kick ass. Yeah, well, most of ours end up pretty seasoned. If they, I'm not letting a good tire go to waste. If it's got tread on it, I will run it. You know,
I was gonna put mine up all winter, wrap them, and put them up, and they're still out there in the sun.
we seen you, Chris. I'm just trying to. I just got through chugging one a little bit ago. I'm trying to quit bourbon.
Yeah, we did see it. We hope Hot Carl wins a B main also this season.
If he can get to do that good, he'll be doing good.
And yeah, Billy, you're welcome. Glad we can do it. We got a few others lined up there.
Yeah,
and,
we got a few more sponsors there lined up, and that's a cool deal being able to put it on the screen like that. I think that's a game changer. I know we usually have our little plaques and stuff on the table, so that's a big game changer there.
And we are with this new program we're trying to use. We don't want to try and integrate it all in the first day and get ourselves overwhelmed.
Yeah,
but
mostly him because I don't know any of that.
Yeah, he brought the 50-foot cord for it to work.
Yeah, I brought a cord.
We have the ability to bring in outside people.
Yeah, so
remote.
Yeah, so at some point, making me cough. At some point we can get some outside people because we live in the middle of fucking nothing.
Right.
So end up having some good guests on. Maybe we can get old Hot Carl on here one of these days, or Donna's maybe over in Australia.
That'd be awesome.
I don't know how much of a lag we would have on that. We'd have to test that one out probably, but
I could probably get Ethan Dotson on here, but he don't say anything anyway.
It'd just be him if they're watching us,
not smiling.
Not smiling.
I don't know if you've ever paid attention to his pictures. He doesn't smile.
Yeah, my buddy Denny, he doesn't either. They call him Smiley because of it. But yeah, he I've photoshopped several pictures where he was smiling. He's like winter circle pictures.
Yeah.
Like,
that's like Ethan's trademark.
Yeah. Going out of their way to do it. Oh shit. Yeah, Dad's been working on his and Jesse's car. The car Jesse's gonna be driving. He worked on Jesse's factory stock the other day. You know, he's having a little trouble. I think the cam's pushing forward on it. So Dad took the water pump off, and sure enough, the timing chain cover is bulged out a little bit. So he's got that rigged up to where it's going to be holding everything in place. So hopefully that'll quit eating up our timing gears.
Yeah,
because that thing runs like a bat out of hell. When it's running good, then it loses time.
Tristan will keep that in mind. He says, we need any help. So I'm just going to show it right here. Boom, Tristan Selby. Need any input from up north? Give me a call. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think our snow season's over with.
And
Jordan, I already chugged the beer. I'm trying to just finish this one off from Chris. Oh, you said son again? Son of a bitch. And I ain't seen the notification.
So,
fuck.
Miranda,
terrible idea.
Miranda, we're racing at Waco, part of Texas Speedway for the Enduro. Then we're going to Arklatex for an Enduro. I think both of us are going to do a lot of racing at Highway 19 Speedway.
Much as I can.
Very local, our local track, what we're going to call our home track.
Well, it's close to house as it can get from here. Well, yeah, Brad, come on, because we need it. I know you know all the cheating stuff, so we really need some cheating stuff going on. I said, I'll let you deal with the bump steer stuff. He said he was going to come watch tonight. I said, don't be asking us no fucking questions about bump steers. My bump steer is when I bank off somebody to make it around a corner.
Right.
So, yeah, Highway 19 for sure. Buffalo Creek, as some people call it, as it used to be called. So we'll be running there, and I want to try to run several tracks if we can. Of course, I'll go to Boot Hills as much as I can. I don't know if I'll be going to that 30,000 a win race they got over there for factory stocks. I'll be going for sure because that's going to be a hell of a show. But I just know that my stuff's not fast enough to even waste my money.
I'm not even. If we have something together, if I have this car together, I'll go. I don't care if I'm slow or not. I'll show up and go, man.
Well, I mean, if I have the money, then that's fine. But Skinny said he can't figure out how to send stars, so that's good.
He says, but he's ready to drink one when you are. So
Miranda says she's going to come take some pictures. I guess at Highway 19. But yeah. Oh fuck! I keep burping. These Lone Star Reds this is a terrible idea. I should have postponed this so I could get some better beer.
we have to stock you some. So.
Yeah. Well, fuck. They didn't have none. They didn't have no Busch Light. I was gonna get Busch Light, no Busch Light. I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna get fucking shit faced, you know. Especially not having to drink that many beers, you know.
Yeah.
So I hadn't been drinking much in the last month, just trying to. I don't know what was going on, having some heartburn and stuff every time I drank. So taking a break on that, and then now I'm just chugging beers for money, pretty much. Like some kind of like I'm a sideshow act.
Donna says 100 days till tipping in at the 100.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking at plane ticket stuff this week, trying to get all that lined out. I'm working on it's something else I need to do today, right before we leave here. If I can talk after all this, is Xander's going to help me on it a little bit, but I'm going to make a little promo video. We're needing some sponsors for the car. Help us. I want to help out more than I did last year because I didn't help out none last year. I had just enough money to get there.
Right.
And I want to try helping with fuel and tires and shit that I tear up, whatever I can help out with. So if that's something you're interested in, I know it's international. You don't have to be in Australia. I'll put your name on the car, and of course, I'm going to be blasting it all over the internet. On top of just being very appreciative of it. I'm not one of those people that somebody sponsors you and then you never hear from them again. I really appreciate everybody that helps me out when I do my race and stuff. So if you're interested in that, send me an email, theinfieldtractortire@gmail.com, or if you're friends with me, message me, text me, call me, whatever. Maybe don't call me. I don't like talking on the phone that much, but definitely shoot me a message if you're wanting to help out on that deal. That's going to be. I know what I'm going up to for now.
Right.
You know, last year when I went, we didn't even get no practice laps or nothing. The first lap around the track was on a golf cart. The next lap was a race, and
that thing was pretty muddy.
It was a little muddy, and then I'm sitting on the right side of a fucking car. It's a stick. Everything was backward. There's a dog leg. Well, I felt like I was getting more of the hang of it. We just ended up with some bad luck. Partially my fault, tearing shit up. But I think this year, if I can, I know they got the car. I just need to get my shit together and go.
Right. So I'm just going to throw that up on the screen there because I don't know what a part number for a pin.
It's write this down. It's 1 2 3 6 7 10 1 9 3. B. So that's the one you want for that one.
If any of y'all that are watching happen to know that, you're welcome to comment it on you.
Yeah. Oh, I've never had to buy one. Usually, if mine breaks, it's fucking tearing everything else up in my car. Yeah. We just replaced the whole rear end. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 100 lapper. I'm really excited about it. We might be going to another one over there, another race while I'm there. I was talking to Renee, Donna's old lady over there, and I might be staying there for like 3 weeks this time. So that's going to be cool.
You just might not come back.
I might not come back. I might live over there illegally
Hey,
until
well,
they deport me.
here's a thought. They talked about this at comedy. There was a guy he was a foreigner, and he said his buddy flew over here, just bought a one-way ticket,
Yeah.
and then when he was ready to go home, he just went to the immigration and told them that he didn't have a visa to be here, and they sent him home. So, I mean, maybe you only need a one-way ticket.
Yeah, I might have to look into that. I might have to look into that. My lawyer, they'd be like, you're all right. Just hang out a little bit.
They put you to work in some kind of slave mines or something until you earned enough money.
Would never work. They'd be like, well, I guess it's going to prison. And so I told Donna Zanell, I said, I don't know how much money I'm going to have there to like spending money. I said, and they got their own business and stuff. I said, I might have to pick up a shovel while I'm over there and earn my keep or something.
Yeah.
Luckily, they take care of me on your room and board and give me a ride, and they're such good folks, and everybody over there really is. They take good care of me. So hopefully I can get some money built up and get some sponsors built up and have ourselves a good time over there, and I can contribute a little more to the team.
Right.
Which is what I'd like to do, because I don't like feeling like I don't want to just be the driver. I'm a team player. I want to help out, know. So, let me buy some fuel for it, or let me buy a tire, or whatever we need,
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping.
Heck yeah, that'll be cool. No documentary of this so far, huh?
As far as I know, no documentary again, no season 2, but I'll be taking my 360 camera with me, and I'm going to be vlogging or whatever you call it, the whole damn thing.
Build you a harness that you can strap on the front with it out or back, and then like just running from the kangaroos.
I'm gonna weld a rod onto a butt plug and just stick it in my ass.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Here's my camera.
Yeah. Weight clamp it to my dick.
Did I make them a small?
Yeah. I mean, definitely 1 inch. Lorna, that's our buddy Chili Bowl. He said he's going with me. That's what he was saying the other day. I'm going with you.
Heck yeah.
I'm glad you're watching, buddy. It might be better with you doing it that way anyways. Well, I feel like maybe I could I love the way the documentary deal turned out. It was way badass. Sandra knocked it out of the park. But I don't know, it might be more personal with me videoing it.
Right.
I don't know. I just got to remember the video. That's half my problem. I've had my 360 camera sit on top of the car while I've worked on it for the last week. I've never even turned it on.
Well, there's just
a lot of me standing around is what it would have got, probably.
Like if you ever think you're not productive, try videoing everything that you do on top of it, and that'll make you 10 times more not productive.
Yeah.
You'll feel good about it when you don't.
Yeah, it's the hardest part about video and stuff is actually doing stuff once you start videoing, I think.
Yeah, you're trying to get a decent angle for things and this and that. And
then there's audio. Then somebody will call in the middle of it.
Yeah, right.
Or if you're like me, you'll lose all your thinking power, and you'll just be standing there going, where did I just set that? Or you're looking for tools half the fucking video. That's just how I end up.
I did our video of us with this doing the backdrop where it folds up. And that was 3 or 4 hours of content there because I did a little before you got here.
Yeah.
And I don't like to sit and watch a 30-minute YouTube video. So like I was trying to get it down to 15 minutes or so,
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot to that. Just trying to
did a lot of editing because we were busy that whole time. It's not like we were fucking around.
Yeah, we got it done fairly fast.
I did that video of me and Dad pulling the motor out of the wagon and putting it up at the shop. I'd already took all the bolts and stuff off, which took like 2 days worth of me fucking around, which it's it's a 30-minute to an hour job
Right.
pulling a motor out of a race car. And I stretched it out pretty good. And then, he just come over with backhoe. We hooked up to it and he pulls it right out. And I mean, he said, it couldn't have went smoother than that.
Right.
Because usually I'm forgetting something. I'll stretch out a cable on a starter.
So what the Dragon Slayer Industries deal is?
You're gonna love this, Brad.
I went. It all started with there was an article wrote about. No, that's not the Dragon Slayer one.
No.
That
was the biscuit one.
Yeah, that was biscuit one. Okay, so I don't know if you know. What's our buddy?
Rich Denman.
Rich Denman. I went to the hospital recently, and I swear I don't remember quite as well right now. But anyway, yeah. So years ago, Rich Denman, he runs the 600 now. I saw he's going to be out for the 275. He was leading our Bud Nationals, and with 3, 4, 5 laps to go, I was able to sneak under him, and I got to win. Well, the next week we went up to a different track, Hanford, California, and I got introduced to a guy named JT Content. And so when they introduced me, they said, "Hey, this is Lee." And he goes, "You're Lee Jensen?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "You're the Dragon Slayer. You beat Denman last week?" Because Richard had a really good year that year. So that's where the name come from. And I've always just kept it as it's been my nickname. So I had like kind of a little side business, just doing whatever. I had it Dragon Slayer Industries. And then when I moved out here, now that it's my main business, it's still Dragon Slayer Industries. And the thing I like about it is it can be anything, right? Because it's really nothing. So it can encompass a whole lot of stuff.
Well, like I've said, as small as your shop here is, there's a lot of stuff that you can do coming out of this shop.
Yeah.
I mean you cut my wheel rings and you do all kinds of doing trophies and things. You cut stickers for us. You can do some mechanic work if you wanted to.
But there's just
everything.
I enjoy being able to, if somebody needs something, a lot of times I can get it done here. And it's like, and I don't want to cut stickers for a living.
No.
But I've been cutting mine and cut some for Billy.
If you need to, you can. I mean, but it's all kinds of shit you can do in here
and it's a very small shop
that most people can't do out of a shop this size. I mean, it's I don't know, what size is this thing?
Inside is like 20 by 25.
Yeah,
it's small.
Yeah,
and then it's got 15 feet of.
It's funny, is you can fit more shit in here than I can in my shop right now, and I got a pretty good sized shop. I just got too much shit. That's my problem.
Yeah, everything in here almost is on wheels. We made it where we can fold this up and get it out of the way.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the video, get on YouTube. If you're not on the YouTube, on his YouTube, Dragon Slayer Industries or the Infield Tractor Tire one, we got the video of the assembly of this thing, or at least the rigging of it.
Right.
So that was a pretty cool deal. But yeah, I like being self-sufficient, and a lot of people are really easy to pay somebody else to do stuff for them, especially around racing nowadays.
Yeah.
Nobody has a home built cart for the most part. Nobody's building their own motors and stuff no more like it used to be. And there's only, each night you go to the tractor, there's only a handful of people that are doing stuff like that. And what sucks is a lot of them aren't running at the back, but then there's some of them that do, like, in Texas and stuff, there's Dalton Faulkner builds his own cars, and he's the guy to beat anytime he shows up somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like there's something to that I feel like I feel a little better about it when I get to work on my own stuff. One thing I'd like to do at some point is be able to build my own shocks. I'm going to work on rebuilding my own transmissions, Because I mean, I'm sure me and Dad are going to dig into that Bren I got at some point here in the future after these big races we got coming are coming. But
I've heard they're not too bad.
yeah, I heard they're not too bad. So that's going to be a first. We did a Burt, but I want to do this Bren, and then I'd like to do power glide. Figure out a power glide. I've worked a little bit on 3 speeds back in the day. I could tell you what's in there a little bit, but that's about it. We got a pizza thief.
I do about 90% of the stuff on my car, and then like I'm having Chris come over to worry about that motor, but if I didn't have him, I would figure it out.
Yeah, well, oh yeah, definitely you'd figure it out. Not me though, not me. You got to have a computer to work on your car.
But I enjoy it.
You like figuring shit out. I mean, I do too. I just don't have the patience for a lot of it. And that's my downfall. I mean, maybe I need some ADHD medicine or something to where I can focus on stuff.
Right.
Like I can't even watch a whole movie at once. It'll take me 3 or 4 days to watch a movie because I'm like, what? Or somebody send me a text message and then never even think about the movie again. So that's I don't know. I like, but I do like doing stuff on your own, and I think that's a lot of why I like the 600 because a lot of the people there are doing their own stuff, and chop cut rebuild.
There's a lot of wild ideas.
A lot of wild ideas, and I love wild ideas. I like people fucking shit up, and rebuilding it.
Let's take advantage of this. Let's do a Skinnies.
Okay. Skinnies Automotive.
Skinnies Automotive.
Right there.
One of our main sponsors.
Bakersfield, California.
And I probably need to go ahead and put a little white background on everything.
White background. Put his phone number on there, maybe.
Yeah. That's
his personal phone number. Call him at home.
I think it's all the same.
It probably is.
It's like me. It's all the same.
It's all the same. When I had my own shop, that was how it was. And then people would call me early in the morning, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he's got a shop number. He does. Now that I think about it, yeah.
Upgrade.
But yeah, Skinnies Automotive. If you're out in Bakersfield, California, around there, have any problems, be sure and give him a call. He helps us with this, our race cars.
Great guy.
You hadn't even met him yet, and he sent me a check, and he's like, "Give Billy some of that."
Yeah, I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah.
So,
I tried to kiss him. He turned me down.
Yeah, well,
but
maybe next time.
Maybe we'll see. But good dude, good dude. He's not skinny. He's a big dude. I wouldn't want him to hit me for sure. But yeah, real good guy. I don't have a job. You gotta have patience for anything. I don't even have the patience to have a job. Are you kidding me? I'm not even self-employed. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Some things I have patience for. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like I liked painting when I was painting cars. I liked doing that. Some of it got on my nerves a little bit, but also I liked seeing a finished product. I'm more of a 3/4 guy, which means you get about 3/4 of the way through the project, and then you're already visualized what it's going to look like finished. So then you don't give a shit about the rest of it. So I have that. That's part of my problem. And then, but like the painting, well, they brought it to me already 3/4 of the way in. So then I'll finish the painting up, and it goes from primer or whatever, and then I boom, I paint it. It looks nice. It's out the door. It's off to the body man, and he gets to put all the fenders or hood and bumpers and all that shit back on. I like doing that. And same with the powder coat. You start off with a little bit of nothing. You do your job, and then it's off. It's done. So, but doing the whole thing from one step to another, that's where I start losing a lot of interest.
I learned I just don't like I worked in a hot rod shop where we had 1 and 2 year projects. I don't like 2-week projects. I get bored of them, I guess, whatever it is. I had a Scout in here that I did some rust work
Scout in my shop right now.
and like
For my
by the end of that, it was just like pulling teeth to get myself to work on it. And it wasn't a bad job. It just, I don't like doing the same old.
You get burnt out real easy. Tillabo said that big skinny. I don't.
He's doing talk to text.
Talks to text, maybe. Yeah, he's a fun guy to be around, definitely. I ought to paint race cars. I get tired of seeing black cars. Man, I've painted several race. I used to paint a bunch. There was one time when I was helping McBride's out a bunch, working on their cars when they were racing, and I painted 2 cars in one night. I went up that week. One was the silver Dale Earnhardt car, is what it was painted like, and the other one was painted like Kyle Busch's NOS Energy car. They always did NASCAR themed stuff. I did one of them, Jeff Gordon, one time. That was the first one I did. They was like, "We've been having hell. We can't. We barely got the black on this car. Can you come do the flames?" I was like, "All right." So I went over and laid the flames out, and then after that, I think I painted every one of them unless they got a wrap. So yeah, I used to paint a bunch. I used to paint all dads in the last that he's had painted anyways in the last several years, and then. Same with me when I got back into racing, I painted my factory stock. But with the damn aluminum, nobody does that shit anymore.
Right, yeah.
So, and then I like our buddy, Porky, Jimmy Fitch. You know, Porky did it. That's his name. He does the hand lettering on the stuff. And he did my Malibu, which a lot of people have seen, the tan car that looks old as shit. I've had people mess me go, that car's got a lot of history in it, but it doesn't. It's the least amount. Like I've probably raced that car 10 times, you know, and but it looks old. And I told him what I wanted. He nailed it. He did the last factory stock Dad had, and man, that thing, it looked badass. He did the limited that Jesse had drove that I ended up buying from our buddy Austin Riggs. He had a new body on it. He got Porky come over there, painted it up, and there's something. It's just a different vibe or feel about that hand lettered stuff. I wish I could do it. And that another thing with patience. Yeah. Other than talent, I used to do a bunch of airbrushing. I paint you a skull on something, but like I told him, I said, I don't know how you know what font everything should be in.
Right. Yeah.
Like, and how do you know what each letter and number should be in that font? Like, that's what I started thinking about. It was a little deep into my head on that, but I was like, yeah, okay, you paint everything, but I could draw out some stuff. I'm decent at drawing stuff, but to know what each letter is supposed to look like in that font, that's where it's like,
yeah, they would make things different, but the same together. Yeah, they different fonts. We had a guy named Gimpy, or we called him Gimpy. He only had one leg.
Well,
later he didn't have any, but
then he was Hot Wheels.
Yeah, we still called him Gimpy.
Yeah,
but he was badass at lettering cars. He fun guy to have around too.
Cost an arm and a leg.
Right.
Nobody ever paid him apparently. Brad said he'd be hitting me up for tips, dude. I can tell you how to paint just about anything. I got I don't know. I did that for like 15 years. I was doing that in high school, and then I quit that when I went to do powder coat. I figured that was a good transition. It was kind of making me sick. I was kind of just sick of everything else, and then I was kind of just getting sick that the paint. I didn't realize that we had our Snowmageddon down here in East Texas that one year, and I had a week off work, and it was just a week of breathing clean air and not working. And I was like, holy shit. I'm like, by the end of the week, I felt great.
Yeah.
And that's when it started hitting me. I was like, I think I might be poisoning myself a little bit. My bucket's getting full, as they say in the industry. So I started looking around. Plus I didn't get off. I asked off to go. I'd been asked to be like a guest announcer or whatever at the dirt race at Eldora for the week, and they wouldn't let me off. And I was like, oh, okay. Let let me look at Indeed here, you know.
Right, yeah.
But that's just what it is, you know. But yeah, painting, I like doing it. It's a satisfying deal. And if you need help, easy. I can tell you everything you need to do.
I took a helmet to a Harley guy, and I laughed because I was kind of running with him guys, and he got recommended, so I went over there. I had a helmet there, so I go the day before. I had to race the next day. I go the day before, and I'm like, and I had to have it because at Hanford they checked your helmets, and mine was outdated.
I've had helmets that were broken. Nobody ever said that.
So I show up at his house, and I see I'm going to have the only Bandit helmet in this crowd of helmets and gas tanks that he's got, right?
Yeah.
So I see it there, white. He hadn't touched it. And he's like, I'll just come by before you go to the races tomorrow. It'll be done. And I'm just like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Not, like, you're not going to do the quality of paint job I want on this helmet.
Yeah.
In that amount of time. I come back by before the races. You've probably seen it, but not really realized. It's my oldest. It's got the red wings on it and the blue and the stuff all over it. I was shoeing horses for a living. It had these little tiny horseshoes in some stripe. And it had scallops and like it is a beautiful helmet. And I'm just like, and he must.
Paint's not even cured good yet.
Right, yeah, you know, I mean, he had to put it in the oven or something. Yeah, I don't know, but just beautiful, and it lasted a long time. But I just totally showed up there thinking I was picking up a white helmet and gonna have to go do that, but he just got it done fast.
Well, that's the thing. It's like if you got the right guy that's and that's just their thing. They got the mind for it. Like Forky doing the hand lettering stuff. It's just so natural to them. It doesn't matter. Like when I used to do the airbrush and stuff, some of the stuff I could get done in a decent amount of time, and then a lot of it took me a little bit of thinking, you know, a little bit of redoing,
right,
and that sort of thing. But like those guys that just come up and they don't even tape nothing off. Or he's like, tapes it off, make sure it's square. He's got a tape on the top and tape on the bottom. He half-assed it with a piece of chalk, and then he just starts laying it down. You're like, oh man, I would have done fucked this off,
right, yeah,
in a big hurry, because I'm not. I don't know nothing.
Well, this little sign here last week, I drew it up, and Stacy was like, "Just let Jordan do that." Like, I screwed that up. I guess
still took Jordan like an hour and a half to write that.
Yeah, but you know, at least she got it done. Whatever.
Yeah, she got it done. Yeah,
she didn't crash it. So
yeah, she didn't crash it. Didn't get arrested.
Didn't lose it. Didn't crash it.
Yeah.
We'll pick on her because
we're gonna pick on her. She's not here. Can I airbrush a scene of some horses and cowboys on the trunk of my '94 Civic? Sure.
Just like off Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
On the side of that.
Yeah. I can definitely do that. But I just don't have the time. You know. I could do. Yeah.
Going to Australia and all. I'm just not gonna have the time. But I could do it.
You know, I got to get up at like 11 o'clock, and I got to, then drag that out about another hour or so. It just take a little bit for me I just don't have time, I've been playing this new game on my phone, and that takes up a lot of my time. So I just don't know if I would be able to, especially, in this day and age of making memes and videos and whatnot. But talent-wise, yeah, like it's not an issue. Right, not an issue. I can definitely airbrush a scene of horses and cowboys on the trunk of a '94 Civic.
Let's go to
our
let's do a little comprehensive motorsports. We'll make him smaller next time, so,
Well,
we can
yeah,
see, so it
yeah.
doesn't hit us in the head when we.
Yeah, so Dustin over there at Comprehensive, man, does he does a lot for us, especially in time of running at Boot Hill. If you need parts and you're in the Shreveport, Bossier area, make sure you hit him up. He does real good, and he's usually got what you need.
So, yeah, so hit him up. This stuff's a little new, but it is what it is.
It's our first day. It's first day.
It's our first day every fucking time, though.
Yeah, we've had a lot of first days. I remember Jesse go, and I had to use this line one time because when I was manager at my last job at the shop, whatever, and he said he had some new guy working with him or whatever, and he said, "Look, dude, this is your second week of it being your first day. You really got to get your shit together," or something like that. And I thought that was the best fucking thing ever. Your second week of being your first day. And some people are like that. Some people are just like, "Holy fucking shit."
Chris Harrington, I can't do that, but here's something close.
Yeah.
That's when I'm playing guitar, and they'll be like, "Can you sing this?" And I'll be like, "No, I don't know that, but here's one real close." And then I just play whatever I want.
Yeah.
It won't be close at all.
Yeah.
That's my line.
Yeah, free bird.
Yeah, I don't know that, but here's mamas don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
But when I used to go to the bar and stuff a bunch, and I had a bunch of friends that were in bands and things like that, I'd go with them, help sell merch sometimes, whatever the deal was. And my favorite thing to do was after I got real drunk was which is probably right around the first set, is I'd get up to the stage and they'd get through with a song, and right as it kind of gets quiet before they start the next song, I'd just yell out, "Play that same song again. Play that one more time.
I want to hear it again."
Yeah, play it again." That was always my favorite thing. Because usually, there are people throwing out requests and shit that there's obviously not knowing. Any Motley Crue deep cuts, some shit like that to a country band.
Yeah.
But no, just play that same song again. Everybody obviously liked it. Let's play it one more time.
That's it. Let's hear it again.
Nobody ever would, but I always was hoping that somebody would. Because I just thought if we liked it once, we'll like it again.
Right? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just looking at stuff over
here.
It looks like playing with a new toy over here.
There's so many different things you can do on this deal. Yeah. So hopefully we can have some guests on here. We need Bradley on here. He's all right guy. Yeah. He actually won a contest for Addicted to Dirt.
Oh, sweet.
So and he's the guy. He's a rope hat aficionado.
Nice.
So he I told Mike, I said that's the perfect guy to win that stuff because he would love it. You're the exact guy I'd expect about a $10 koozie at the merch table at a shoot. Look, dude, I don't buy the merch. I've gotten more than one shirt in the parking lot after somebody drunk dropped it on the way to their car. And that's not even bullshit. I've done that multiple times. Or same with koozies, really. You just walk the parking lot half sober while everybody else is full drunk, you'll get something.
I enjoy, because we just basically give our koozies away.
Yeah.
And if anybody needs one, we hand them one, and we don't expect them back, and I just think
it's like loaning somebody a pen or a lighter.
Right. I just gotta imagine that they've slowly infiltrated places. So some guy looks every now and then and is like, "What the hell's a Dragon Slayer?"
What the fuck? Why does it got these numbers on?
Yeah.
So I used to have some koozies that I'd gotten very cheap, and they were just cheap enough to where I could give them away and not feel weird about it, not hurt, not have not buyer's remorse, but like giving it shit away remorse, because I'm broke most of the time,
right?
Whether I had a job or not. So, some of these koozies are $8 a piece.
Yeah.
When you get them made a nice one,
Fuck.
bourbon. Anyway, these were like, I think 30 cents a piece. And for the life of me, I cannot find the website that I got them from. And all it said was the Infiltrator, and it was perfect for throwing shit away. He's saying you're the guy he's selling the merch. Yeah. But if you do want merch, look, there's a wagon shirt right there. That's the back. They're pretty good, pretty nice. We got a bunch of more stuff on the Facebook page and the at the top. If you click on the Facebook page, it says shop now.
Yes, they're just like sweeties now, or what? I mean,
Yeah, kiss each other. Fucking hell.
Go get a room.
Yeah,
Cheers,
yeah.
baby. I'm glad right here in the comments.
I'm glad everybody here agrees. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, we appreciate you guys commenting. We're just
we do. Yeah,
yeah.
You know, this is such a weird deal. Sometimes, some days, you get a bunch of comments. Sometimes you don't. We definitely like it when there's more comments because we talk to each other all the time, and we sit here and have a full conversation before this even comes on. So, which is real. We shouldn't even talk before we get here for like a week. That way we can catch up and talk. Right. And we get to where we can have some guests, that sort of thing. It's gonna be better, and I think right now we're taking the right steps into doing that. Because we get Mr. Bush here on one day. He's up in Arkansas. I say Arkansas because there's an S at the end.
Right, yeah. Arkansas. Addicted to Dirt. I didn't get them a graphic made, but all the cool kids are wearing it. So get your Addicted to Dirt stuff.
It's such fucking good quality stuff. That's the I think it's going to set them apart. I know he was messaging me the other day, want to try to get hooked up with some different promoters and things like that. So there was some was having trouble just people replying back. I was like, well, that's because they're race car people,
right?
That's just what we do.
I was talking to him about, because he came over the other day and was talking to him about maybe doing something, because you got to get your shirts out there. There'd have to be a lot of shirts sold for a lot of this to work.
Yeah.
But give $100 bonus to somebody if they get their winner's circle picture taken in an Addicted to Dirt deal. And I'm like, because I mean, even dominant, if you're anybody other than Tracy Cundriff, you're not winning every week, even if you're a dominant car, you know. So there's going to have to be a lot of shirts sold before you kind of start giving that out.
I'll pay a photographer to take a picture of me in a winter circle after the race. That's like a $10 picture,
right? Yeah. But, something like that.
Like, are you sure winning a lot? I hadn't seen the results.
Yeah.
Like that. You wasn't there that night.
There had to be some checks and balances. So I don't know. But
see, Bradley says he drive his van down. He's got a little van. Not as rapey as yours. I don't know how to say that right. From the great van that you got.
Oh yeah, not
but anyway,
this is a little more cool.
Yeah. Well, his is red.
Yeah.
They him and his old lady do some camping and stuff, and I've been trying to get him to come to the 600. I think he's got a race the same weekend as we'll be at Arklatex on the 22nd next month, so you can't come down for that. But also, I was telling him, about going down to Port A and stuff, and camp out on the beach and stuff. He lives in Arkansas. There's no beaches there.
There's no different from what tracks have done for years for making us lose your tires.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you got to be you got to make people buy stuff sometimes,
right? Yeah,
and that's pretty much what they do. They just make us buy shit. So yeah, you got a good point there. Your van is you might could park your van in my house, maybe, but guess what? I can shit in my house. You shit in your van, somebody's not going to be happy. So there's that. I have that on you.
We're almost an hour.
Yeah, we're at about an hour. So I guess we'll wind this down.
Thank you all for dealing with me coughing through the whole thing.
Thanks for me fucking choking down these Lone Star Reds. As much as I love Lone Stars, these aren't made for chugging.
Right.
I figured that out, and Nick, if we do this again, dude, we're doing light beers or just something different. This is like this is the Budweiser's of Texas beers.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, holy fuck. I thought I was gonna have to leave. It's a little late. It's a little late for the Michelob Ultras. Anyway, we got that. We're gonna buy the merch. Go to DragonSlayerIndustries.com. Order some stuff. He can make you anything. He made this handy deal. He made this on air light. I don't know how well you can see that.
It doesn't show up very good.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Does it light up? There. I don't know if you can see it better that way.
Yeah, you can see it better without the light on than you can.
Well, anyways, making anything you want.
I have a remote. It might change colors.
I mean, hell, he even made that deal. He made these shelves out of wood, out of a pallet. So if you need something out of a pallet, he'll do it.
Billy was supposed to bring some black to back this with so that you can't see.
I think we're going to have to spray paint it because I'm never going to remember.
But that's all right. We're all good. You can still see it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can still read it. So, yeah.
Try.
Made that deal?
Yeah.
The infill tractor tire deal. Wheel rings, custom wheel rings. Those are on my Shopify. I think that's all they got on there now.
And
the custom wheel rings, like you see in the corner right here, with the 23 on it. So if you need anything like that for your car, they fit the Aero wheels.
That one's a custom welded.
Yeah, that one's we've made
that's an enduro special right there.
Yeah, if you have a non-B, like we can also just make it round. But yeah, whatever. I mean, the dude can make anything you want. His website's full of different stuff that he makes.
And subscribe to my YouTube and watch those videos because that's my only retirement now.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get the YouTubes built up, so make sure you subscribe.
Same with Billy's. I'm trying to help. I'm a true friend. I'm trying to help Billy with his, and once I started helping him, he lost a bunch of followers.
That's all right.
His watch time's gone up, but the followers gone up.
Well, and fuck those people anyway.
All them 65-year-old. Do you know what? Somebody made a comment. Maybe it was Bradley that made a comment that, and it kind of got skipped over, but I saw it. He was saying that I don't know that anybody would be interested in what I do, but I think there's always somebody that's interested. I think it's just a matter of finding those people. It doesn't matter what you do. What I may even think of is and not be interested. There's going to be somebody interested. If you like it, there's a group of people out there that are interested in it.
So a video that Bradley did one time that I thought was hilarious. He'd run it by me before he posted it, and I was like, that's real funny. And he does all this how-to stuff on his Modify that he had that he don't ever race that no more, nothing. And everything that he talked about was blurred, and then he muted his voice or whatever while he was talking about the important stuff. And I just thought that was hilarious. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
and then I did my how-to on my building my back bumper, and I'll eventually get to a part 2. I've already ran the bumper for like 2 years, but I'll get to a part 2 on that at some point.
Yeah, it just
somebody will watch. Nobody will watch it if you don't post it.
Exactly, but some just post your stuff. People find it.
Well, some people are against TikTok, but TikTok is a good way of getting stuff out there.
It is. I just
TikTok's a good way of getting some stuff out there.
And we might get now that we've done these two, we might get it where we go live on TikTok all simultaneously. The only thing we don't see comments because they're not integrated.
Well, the good thing is I can pull it up on the phone there.
Exactly.
And I think I might have went TikTok live once for like 15 minutes just to give her a shot. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean you got a lot better following on there than I do.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll figure it out because I know like Chili Bowl was wanting to know if we were going to be on TikTok. So that makes me think, well, maybe there is some people that are interested in TikTok.
And we can do it. We can do it.
It's not banned.
We'll just have to watch the the comments on our phone or whatever.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But anyway, I reckon we'll wrap this thing up and get out of here.
Yeah. Thank y'all very much. Chug a beer as we're on
Fuck
our
it.
way out.
Fuck my life.